Hey guys, Brad the Buff. I got my buff in my head and I'm ready to go. Today I wanted to do a gear review on what I use for my bowl, what I use for my backup water carry, what I use for my cold soaker, and that is my cnoc buck bag. This is a really valuable piece of gear that I have, and I want to review it in this video. So I got the cnoc buck bag because I was looking to pare down my gear and try to find some versatility in what I was using for my bowl. I'm really big on having versatility in your gear. One thing I'll say is this does not do anything better than what the individual gear item. And what I mean by that, if you're looking for backup for water storage, you're better off bringing a water bottle. If you're looking for just straightly a bowl or a cup, it is way easier to eat out of just a bowl or a cup. So it doesn't do either of those better than just, but it does both. A cold soaker, well, it does work pretty well as a cold soaker. But I have this because it does all of those things very well, and I don't mind to use it as a cup or as water carry. So I fill this up with 1 liter of water. It says the max is a little bit over it says 780 milliliters, so not that far from a liter, but this is almost exactly a liter in here. So one of the things I like about having this as my bowl is if something ever happens to my other water carry bag or one of my bottles, if they spring a hole on them, I do have a way to carry 1 extra liter if I have to. So it works as a backup. I can carry almost a whole extra liter. Another cool thing that I can do with this that I just figured out this winter is, as you can see, it is sealed. I have never had a drop of water leak out of it once I have it sealed down. It's very tight. It's a very durable thing. I've squashed this pretty good and never had any water come out. So what I learned to do with it is, if it's cold outside, you can actually fill this with hot water, stick it down inside of my quilt at the bottom of it, and the heat for it, even in the morning, it was still just a little bit warm because my pad had kept it insulated and just my heat had kept the whole bag warm. But this helps significantly to keep the temperature up early on in the night when I was first going to bed. So it is kind of cool to use that way. I primarily use it as my bowl. If you're going to use it as a bowl, I highly recommend that you do have a long spoon. It is very difficult to get down in the corners of this without this. I like using it as my bowl. It does take some time to get used to. It took me 2 or 3 trips before I really got comfortable using it. Some of the things I have learned using it as my bowl. So if I'm going to make oatmeal or I'm going to make, some other hot, like potatoes, I'll make them slightly liquid in this thing, because then what allows me to do is, once I take this cover off, I can use it almost like a cup, and I'll take and sort of drink my food out of it if I make it just a little bit more liquidy. So if I make my oatmeal just a little runny in the morning, I don't even necessarily need a spoon. I can just drink straight out of it and kind of drink my food almost like a shake, and it makes the morning go a little bit faster. So you can do that, or you can make it, you can just get your spoon, like I said, way down in the corners, and you can get it that way. It works great as a cold soaker because it does seal up. You can carry it in your bag with some water in it if you want to dehydrate some beans, or just whatever, if you need to cold soak your oat overnight. So another nice thing about having this is, if something goes wrong with my stove or I choose not to bring a stove, I have a backup for that, just to cold soak my food. So it works great as a bowl, works great as extra water carry, and works as a cold soaker, just in case you run out of fuel unexpectedly, something happens to your stove, or you just want to go ultra light and just cold soak everything. So it's very useful that way. Super easy to clean up. I'm going to spill some water. What I'll typically do to clean up is I'll just add, maybe a couple ounces of water in it once I'm done with it, and I'll just shake it like this. So if I have some oatmeal left in it, that'll clean it right up. And then honestly, usually what I do is I just drink it up, so I'm not wasting any water just with cleanup swirling around in the bowl. I just shake it up and then I drink whatever's left. And that works out pretty well for me for the cleanup. So that's how I generally, it just is super easy. I just shake it around like this, and it typically gets all of my sediment out. I might have to put an ounce in a couple times and run it through a few cycles. Makes it super easy cleanup, super quick, super efficient. You can use it as a cup if you needed to. So like a lot of times what I'll use actually to clean up, like in the morning, I'll put my oatmeal in here and then I'll pour a little bit of my coffee in here and I'll do it that way. But it weighs about 3 ounces. It's a little bit less than 3 ounces. I think it's only like 20, 30 bucks. But I have really come to like having this with me. It gives me a lot of security so I don't have to bring that extra bottle or that extra backup. I find it speeds up the rate at which I eat, makes it simple. You can rehydrate. If you make ramen, it's perfect for making ramen in it. You know, you just drop your square in here, you pour some water in, seal it up, set it to the side for 10 minutes, your ramen's good to go. So it does everything I wanted to do, has a ton of versatility. If you're looking for just something to simplify your kit and get something that's very light, that can do a lot of purpose, I would highly recommend the cnoc buck bag. So far, I haven't had any issues with it breaking or water leaking at all. It's been great, and once again, it's something I highly recommend in your kit. Not the most convenient thing. It's not necessarily easier to eat out than a bowl. It doesn't work better than an extra bottle of water to carry, but it does all of those things. And so just for the versatility, I would throw it in your kit, wouldn't think twice about it. I hope this has been helpful for you. I'll see you guys next video. Hey guys, if you like the video you just saw, please subscribe, click the bell so you can get alerted for any new videos that I may do, and check the links below for any information I described in the video. I'll try to put as much there as possible. Thanks for watching.